Your girl Nosy here, back with another video. All right, you guys. So, like I was saying before I ended the last video, that Serenity said a lot of disgusting things about Jenae that really pissed me off. And then she goes live today, early this morning, and she was just saying she was just on point about raising her son. Like she was really on point about that. And I think she's a brilliant woman, but at the same time, she's still lost. She's still stuck. She still has that nature boy mentality. And why I say that is because she's saying that no one's a victim. Everybody, like I would say, like they grown, they know at this point they know what they're doing. And to me, it feels like they agree with his evil ways, right? Because why would you want to continue to stay there? He's locked up now, and you still want to stay behind. You still want to have this man's back, knowing when he gets out, he's going to whoop your ass, right? Knowing that this is not a changed man, and he will never be changed. He's going to come out, and he's just going to do it in a slicker way, and I was just pissed off by what she said. Now, I haven't found the exact spot because this video is extremely long. And so I was like, let me just go live and we could just, glide through it. So this part, we're going to see.
Over it, and he's like obsessed with the semantics of it. Like, well, I didn't do that to her, so I'm innocent. It's like, okay, even if you didn't do that to her, you're still not innocent because you did something. People don't get accused of that or thrown in jail usually for being completely innocent. Come on, there's plenty of things that you've done that you've just manipulated and done things to where, come on, this outcome was bound to happen. You can't play with people's emotions like that. You can't do that to people, even if they allow you to do that to themselves. You shouldn't be complicit in what they allow. Like you should have some sort of tolerance. Like,
devil's advocate,
right?
So he used to say he would just make up stuff and do stuff just to see what we were going to do, just to see who we really are. Well, he didn't. because he could easily say he was playing devil's advocate, with victim. But now look who is
But that's like, there's a lot of gray areas like in Nature Boy, because in this case, right, the people that are testifying could, whenever they question like, but you said this, they could always use the argument, well, yeah, I was brainwashed, and I didn't have control of my thoughts, and so I thought, and I was pressured, I thought this is what I had to say, and so that's why I said it. But then on the flip side, Nature Boy could be like, everything that I show on camera, even if it seems like incriminating evidence, it was all theatrics. It was all just to get views. I would say anything. It didn't really mean that, So they both have something to kind of fall back on as far as an excuse for their behaviors and their past actions. So yeah, I just feel like that pattern keep repeating. Even with Nature Boy, he could do something to you and be like, well, I was only playing devil's advocate. But you don't really know if that's actually the case, or he was just using that as an excuse to validate his behavior.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a thin line between like what people's actual intention is and the excuse that they use to validate their behavior. So it's like at the end of the day,
that was an excuse to validate his behavior, because he continually he did this for years. We watched it live, and I can only imagine what he was doing off camera, which is just scary.
You won't really know because that's in people's heart, It's like,
and you know what? If this was a crime, you know what Nature Boy is guilty of, and it's not a crime, but he is guilty of being able and having the ability to tell the truth and a lie at the same time, and you have to decide which one it is.
Right.
That's the thing. Nature Boy has shared a lot of truth. He knows a lot of truth, but he also told a lot of lies too.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to decide which one it is. It's about what they do. It's about what you know based on the actions. And he did a lot of stuff that we knew that wasn't right, but we decided anyways just to go along with it.
Right.
And somebody else, I can't see it. What was you gonna?
Well, I was just gonna. Andre said, I feel like there are a lot of people who's going to be fair, and then there's those that just want him to fall, rather whether she's lying or not.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why there's a lot of people who already decided the verdict of this case before perspective towards him, and I it's understandable, but yeah, it's like you got to be able to separate your disagreement with somebody or your dislike with somebody in these scenarios with what's actually factual in terms of the case, him being guilty or not, like, so it's like people can't do that, like they already decided, like, so even when we come and say like, well, let's tell the whole story, like, let's showcase everybody, they're like, no, unless you condemn him indefinitely, then you're on his side, and like I don't believe that's true. Like I can showcase somebody's good and bad side on both sides, for everybody, and still like just be neutral about it. Like it's not that I have to pick a side. Like I don't have to condemn him 100% and hold nobody else accountable. For me to just share.
And I was thinking about this. I think the alleged victims, because that's what they call themselves, ability by coming out and testifying against him and saying it wasn't me, it was him. I didn't hate him to it. I didn't want to do nothing. That is not you holding yourself accountable. That is not just because now you did what you wanted to do. You did all the things that you did. You stayed there as long as you paused it and put up with all of that. And now that he's in jail, now everybody want to flip the script. Ain't no one left and came out and said they left on their own merit. They didn't like what was going on. Ain't none of them left. They got kicked out or they left because of some hurt feelings, but it has nothing to do with the wrong that was taking place in there. They did not care. None of it. I'm gonna say we did not care what was going on with nobody there. It was all personal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. I think, like, even in my experience, like when I when I wanted to leave at some point because I didn't agree with something, it was.
So what does that say about them? They was down with the get down. They knew everything that was going on in that camp. That wickedness still lies within.
Because I'm like, oh, you poor people. It was like, nah, I just don't like this and how I feel about it. I need to leave, right? And so I think that that's the case for a lot of people. And it's like we all had an idea of what we wanted carbonation to be, and then when it didn't work out, or it wasn't what we thought it was, or what we wanted it to be, and we left with like this feelings about it. Some cameras.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this is our first time doing something like this. It's something new. Because
I remember that Jenae was beating up Malia. They were beating up on each other.
People that went to the trial and testifying against him, and then you have those people that were part of it, and they're not saying anything. And we wanted to be the part that, even though we're not at the trial, because we ain't taking no sides. We saying that all of us was wrong. Okay, we all played a part in that, but we still wanted to come out and share our perspective, talk about it because it was our experience. And we know many of you have been here from the beginning, and I know this is a pivotal moment for you as well. Like, even though you didn't go there as a member, you watched the whole time. Some of you guys were cheering us on, and some of you guys trying to stop us from, making decisions. So this is huge for all of us that's been following this story. So we come out and just keep it real and tell our perspective, take our ownership of it, and just see how it goes, see how it plays out. Be the example. Be what we want to see in the world. That's who we are.
Wizard. So if a woman says no during the process of sexual consent, you continue. Is that R word? Yeah, I guess that's
the definition. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the argument. So I don't know how literal you're going to take that. And what the context behind that is. If they're going to try to play it, but it was like, no, stop it. Like that kind of energy. Or but then on the flip side, it's like, do you have a right to keep asking? Is it? And that's Nature Boy's thing. He's gonna keep asking, but you have to keep saying no, like, and so he just tries to break you down like that. So, but if you agree ultimately at the end of it, I don't know whose fault is that? Is the person that kept asking, or is it you for eventually acquiescing, agreeing to it?
According to the law, that is still considered the R word. According to the law, you know.
Well, then it gets like some technical. Like, how much time do you have to wait before asking again?
You're being
that's why this
harassed.
is
That's
very
harassment.
tricky. That's why you're being very careful, because it's trying to really bring the evidence that this is what this was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but all of us that's been watching this play out, that's why so many of us was just like, I don't know. I don't know. We don't believe her. I'm not sure. You know, but it's like, I don't know if y'all saw Tori's video yesterday.
You know why? Because we have been conditioned to think that being harassed in that way is okay, and it's not. And I know a lot of us grew up with the same shit, and you finally give in, but at the end of the day, they're saying no. That's harassment. Like, you know, a female gets tired after a while. She's like, I don't know what to do. I need to get home. You don't know what position a female, you know, what position a woman is in where she feels like I'm gonna have to sleep with this dude because I need to get home. We don't know. It's disgusting that they feel like it's all right to do that, but it's not. It's not. Once you say no, it's a no. Like, can you please cut it out? You know, on to something else. But that's not the case. People don't want to do that. What's up, Asun? Hopefully the other woman wake up after he's convicted, and I wonder what's going on with Zoka's case. Exactly. They don't give two about Zoka. They done told her to go do that, and now she's in a world of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know how much her bail is, nothing. I mean, I would like to know. I ain't like I'm gonna help her get out, but you know, it'll be nice to know like what's going on, what's really going on. And if they keeping her, she probably had what did she do before this? Because why are you out? Didn't Fufu. Didn't they do something before Zoka? Or they just like, oh no, we tired of this. This she gotta stay in here. I'm not sure. Like, was it because of all the stuff that they found on this one person? I don't know. I would love to know. Hopefully we could find out. Maybe somebody on Beagle will talk about it soon. Hopefully. I want to know.
But she was saying that first she didn't believe it. But then based on her experience with him and how she felt, she decided she's going to believe the alleged victim. Okay? Based on what she knows. Not because she was there and she knows for a shadow of a doubt. It's all based on the experience. To base on the way the alleged victim moved. Okay?
This is a good question. Sat 12's review on people who say nobody could say no in carbonation.
That's not true because people did say no.
Right. Yeah, and that multiple people that testified said that you couldn't say no.
That's not true. That's why Velvet was getting her ass beat because she was saying no. That's why it was for her, because she wasn't just sitting there just being innocent and just no. She was fighting him back. She was fighting.
Did you hear that? That's why Velvet was getting her ass beat, because she was saying no. So you proved that. You proved their point, you stupid. That's why Velvet was getting her ass beat, because she was saying no. Therefore, you could not say no. Don't nobody want to get their ass whooped. You understand? I'm not going to say no because I don't want to get beat up. You know? Especially using a fake name. Mm-hmm. They said the reason Zoka's still locked up because she got arrested for something similar before. Oh, so she was trying to bring some. So she probably was with the first girls, right? I don't know. That just was dumb on her part. Keep listening to this dumbass man.
Him back.
I thought it was interesting that the defense attorney didn't ask the question, did you ever initiate any physical contact with him, any physical aggression towards Deligio Bishop?
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that happened. You know, that was a thing that they had publicized of her going at him. So I just.
So what if she went after him? Velvet is a ant compared to Nature Boy. And y'all saying this, but he used to antagonize her. He used to do and say things. He used to always try to bring her down to her lowest. On camera, off camera, in front of the whole group. Like yo, this chick is wicked. Wicked.
Just thought like, yeah, certain things like that weren't brought up that I felt like would have strengthened the defense.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought, but yeah, in terms of the topic of saying no, like in disagreeing carbonation, you definitely could. Yeah. Obviously, it wasn't incentivized. Obviously, there was social ramifications for you saying no, going against what he was saying, but you always could. Like, there's just some personalities and energies that are more predisposed to be able to speak their mind, even in the presence of pressure. There's other ones who are just going to go like she was always really agreeable. She was agreeable from the beginning, and I think her personality is really agreeable. And so she just came in there agreeing the whole time, and it just that agreeableness just continued all the way until the end. That's why she never, really went. There's a whole spectrum of like personalities and the way they respond to this kind of pressure that will let you know how it's going to manifest, you know? Like I knew from the beginning that, oh shit, I got myself in something that I had no idea what this was. Oh shit, like I'm supposed to be waiting, like when he goes live, I'm supposed to be paying attention. I'm supposed to be like, there's all this structure to it. Like I didn't know that's how it was going to be. But I realized from the beginning that that's what it's going to be. I made a conscious decision to stay there despite.
And the reason why Nature Boy didn't care if they left because he already took their money. You hear me? It's too many of them. He don't give two if you leave. It's either you're going to listen or you're going to go. But I already took your money, son. I already have whatever information I need from you. Zoka need bond. Oh, hold on. Hi, boo. Logical thinking. Zoka need bond money and carbonation using all the funding for Leo. Yeah, that's what I come on. Loyal, so Serenity and Rambo love Leo. They didn't get therapy after leaving. They're still under cult. Yeah. Yeah, you hear the way she talks, right? She's gone. Like she is really gone. And she knows, come on now. This girl was on her death bed. Eligio was trying to end her. She was going to go back. She said she missed her flight twice. Rambo bought her tickets twice to go back over with Eligio with their child. With their child. How crazy is that? And I don't understand how she was going to go back with the baby when you know how Nature Boy is about kids. He was going to make that baby a slave. He was going to make their baby a slave.
It not being what I thought it was going to. I told myself I'm just going to learn here. I'm just going to see how it plays out. But it wasn't like I didn't have a choice. I just told myself a story internally that I should stay, see what it was going to be like, and I stayed for 2 years.
Their perspective, like really just share. You have to agree with us.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want to come on.
Yeah, so I just shared the link if anybody wants to come on. It's her word and his word in court. Yeah. So did my link go through? I'm just trying to read through some of these comments. Okay, so yeah, the link is in there if anybody wants to come in. Yeah, so I just think everybody came to carbonation for their own selfish thing. Like some people like right they wanted like for me I felt I was getting away from responsibility. Like I was just trying to get away to somewhere where I didn't have to really be responsible for my life.
And you was the most responsible.
Yeah,
You had to do everything when you got
that's
there.
the irony of it. When I got like I was put in charge of a lot of things like the Spanish, the music, the editing, the running errands, the finding Airbnbs, find places for us to live, all that. But there was other people who were attracted to carbonation of the notoriety, of fame, of attention that they could get. There's other people that were lustful that went to carbonation just to be with nature, sleep with them. No, that's my camera.
Oh.
I'm just gonna use this camera because it keeps going out.
Oh, okay.
So, that's why I just think like everybody has to reflect like on why they went there and was it really pure intentions, and yeah.
Yeah. Somebody said new carbonation coming soon. No, it ain't. This is it. This is it, y'all. It's no more. It's no this whole guru leader, somebody being the authority of your life. That's a past. 2024, we entered the year of the dragon. Pluto is now in Aquarius. All of that is in the past. Like now you are becoming your own authority. And this is why you're seeing all of these gurus, these so-called gurus, the Brother Polites, the Rashad Jamals, the Nature Boys, the Pharaohs, and whoever else, they're going to jail. But it's interesting, they're going to jail for rape or for suing someone. But because now this energy is no more. Now you are the authority over your life. Whatever you do and say, it's because you wanted that.
And I feel like that's what this is happening for, is so that we can step into our own power as individuals. Because before we thought we had to come through it to some sort of, Messiah or prophet. But now it's like, and this is the whole point that I think, I don't know if it's understood in how we communicate and the kind of ownership that we take, is because that was the whole point. So you can reclaim your power. Like he was putting pressure on you, and instead of like locking up all the bad guys and him as well, so that there's no pressure, so that you keep being naive, like that's not the point. The point is that even regardless of pressure, even regardless of people that are strong-willed, you should have enough just self-love or just self-awareness, discipline, boundaries. You should have all these characteristics so that that's not a factor anymore, that you can hold your own self. And so if you didn't learn that through that experience, if you're still like, you got to lock them up, that's the only way I can be or that I can move on with my life, you really didn't, like in my opinion, because I don't need to lock him up. Like even if he was him, I wouldn't respond the same as I responded. And when we spoke to him on the phone, I didn't relate to him in the same way. I just felt like I saw through him and I could see what he was doing in the game that he was playing, and I just chose not to participate. Like I was like, just hang the phone up. Like it's not, we don't have to do this anymore. Like you're either going to treat me the way I want you to treat me, or I'm not going to engage you. If you disrespect me, try to do certain things, I'm not going to engage with you. I'm not going to give you energy. I'm not going to entertain you. I have my own strong will now. And so, I had to realize that, and I'm glad we were able to confront him. I mean, I confronted him before I left, but then we confronted him on the phone again. And I'm glad we didn't need like a court system to have to do that, because you don't really know if it's real or not. Like, is the only reason they're able to speak because there's a bailiff with a gun there, or have they really came into their own power to be able to confront and deal with him individually?
No, because and I know that sometimes I come off really harsh and as though I have no passion for what's going on, but I see the power.
Someone in here.
I see the power in everyone. I was there. I saw what we were capable of. And I know that we were the elite. I know that what we were doing was the right thing. And now to see everybody flip the script and act like they were victims, they ain't had nothing to do with it. I will refuse to let you succumb to your own lower self, so you can't take the blame for anything because you're scared. No, you do not want anyone to call you a victim. I don't think you understand the severity of that. Whatever you affirm, your life will affirm. Let me say it again. Whatever you affirm about yourself, your life will confirm it for you. So you do not want to.
All right. So you're about to get into what I was looking for. As far as Rambo saying they're happy that they didn't need a court for him to say what they needed to say, is full of shit. All right. Because Serenity and Rambo didn't call and got shit off their chest until he was behind them bars and realized, oh shit, he ain't getting out no time soon. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for young Pharaoh showing Nature Boy videos saying Serenity having a baby premature and spot, And she says this, that she said that she didn't have the baby in the hospital. She had the baby in the mountains. Like, this woman is, she keep taking up for this man. She claims to not be a victim. That. All right, we understand y'all was down with his evil ways, and Rambo just decided he didn't want to get down with his evil ways no more. He wasn't going to allow Nature Boy to make him feel obligated to do anything for him. Like, boy, you did not give me any knowledge that wasn't already out there. Like, cut it out, please. Like, he woke up to that, but that's about it. He's still on Nature Boy's agenda. He still believes, we got to leave things out the government. Like, don't get the courts involved. That's the white people. All right. Sometimes we need these white people, because some of y'all motherfuckers need to get locked up, and that's just facts. Okay.
Be out here acting like you were calling yourself a victim. Your life is going to have to show up like that. And they are allowing these people to have them walk off the cliff just because they don't like Nature Boy. Just because they can't stand his ass. They don't like what he's saying. And that don't. It's like, I'm like, don't forget, y'all are not victims. You did what you did. You're not proud of it. Take accountability for what you did. Even though you didn't want to do it, you still did it anyways. Take accountability. Forgive your own self and keep going.
Yeah, and accountability is saying, "Oh, sorry that I said the things I said, but because I was brainwashed."
That's not accountability.
Right. Like,
that ain't no accountability.
Going and apologizing to people for things you said, the guys that you were brainwashed, in accountability.
No, you again, you're putting that power on someone else, and that is how Nature Boy became who he was, because we gave him our power. Nature Boy could not become who he is without us, and that's why I said we're all blamed, because there wouldn't be Nature Boy if he did not have his followers. He would have been just some man talking some spiritual jargon like the rest of them. But no, what made him powerful is that he had people there with him, confirming and affirming who he is. And it didn't matter what any of y'all told us, we were going to make it be known that this is the truth, he is true, and y'all living a lie. So now that everything has transpired the way it is, and everybody, it wasn't me. I'm sorry, I was brainwashed. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even want to do it. Lies. It's all lies, and y'all know it. But you just karma because he lied. So create a whole bunch of liars because he's a liar. And somebody said in comments, if she would have just got in the car, and if he would have let her walk away, and this is what I want. This is how you can prevent someone from making a decision that we made, by holding everyone accountable. If you don't want your loved ones, your children, to join a cult and experience what we've experienced, you have to let them know whatever decisions you make, there's a consequence to that. But what happens in these cult situations, we put all the responsibility on the leader and tell all the victims, all the followers, it wasn't your fault. When it was our fault. We made that decision. If y'all don't want this to continue to perpetuate in the next generation and children, we have to be the examples of when you make a decision, this is the outcome of that.
Right.
I want Jenae to win. Jenae is beautiful and talented. I remember her since 2017. She's been trying to get there. But you can't uplift no one that keeps bringing their own self down. And that's why she got what she got, because look at how she was moving. And that one little decision she made could have changed everything. And just on that one decision, if you make a decision, it can change the trajectory of your.
Y'all hear this trifling ass bit? I'm sorry. I apologize. This is not my fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, why would you say that? And you was in the same boat, bitch. Yeah, since 3. Come on now. I don't believe that shit. She started fucking and she was fucking the wrong niggas. Just like Nika at Night said. It sound like your pH balance is off. Yeah. Like, how dare you? And then you was with how many Negroes in that cult? And that's all right. I'm gonna let it play.
Your life. That's this is the message we need to put out. Make better decisions. And if you don't, there are consequences to everything. And this is why we're all the blame. We made that decision. And Nature Boy, he's the blame. Y'all been telling him to leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave all of us alone. And what did he do? He didn't listen. And now look at him. He should have let that girl go when she walked out that door. And what did he do? Tell her God is calling her. And what did she do? Walk back in there. When all y'all had to do was to let each other go.
But if it wouldn't have been that moment, it would have been some other moment.
But that's what I'm just saying. But this is the moment. We can all say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but this is the moment. This is what happened. This is where we're at. Based on the decisions that these two people made, knowing better. She knew better. He knew better. And this is why I ain't take nobody's side, because y'all were two adults and y'all knew better. Y'all revealed y'all to each other. You know she wasn't about you, and you know he wasn't about you. And you still went back, and you still was going after her. Now, cut it out. This is the message. If y'all want to save people from doing what we're doing, it's saying the decisions you make, there are consequences. Choose wisely. If my son ever got in his life and decide to fool with certain people, you get what you deserve. This ain't bias. Even with me, the way that I was carrying on all these years, could have easily been me, but I made a different decision, didn't I? I made a different choice. It all comes down to that.
How dare this raggedy? Yeah, she's victim blaming. Definitely, she is. It gotta be because she's moving in a Nature Boy way. She's saying things for how you say she's saying things for shock value, I believe, because they're about this internet life. They damn sure be getting their money and working on here. So it's like you could talk about everybody but that demon. Yeah, they start. He over here with a skirt on. He's looking like Nature Boy. He is over here looking like Nature Boy. I skimmed through it, but it's been a minute. I haven't. No, because I don't be looking for her. I just so happened because I see them going. They went live with Neek, so now she wants to talk more about carbonation. Because before it was all about once you leave. You don't talk about carbonation. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they want more followers, definitely. So yeah, but I can't believe she said this out loud. If anything, you would think she would be bigging Jenae up. That would get her more followers. What do y'all think?
You want the person in?
True Freedom, you're on. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to say about it. It's sometimes difficult to hear when a person has been taken advantage of, or I guess you're saying, and I can say it, and people don't believe you because and then as Grace say that I do agree with you, Grace, that you can say people take accountability or whatever, but I remember when I was young, like I don't know, I was in high school, maybe 11th or 12th grade, and we had a friend like of the family. I'm from a small town, so everybody knew everyone, right? And he was a boyfriend of my girlfriend. I remember I was going to school one day, and he stopped. I walked to school, and he stopped to ride to school. He rode right by the high school, and I remember saying, "Well, I mean, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Drop me off at the school," but he kept right on by the high school, and he took me to his house, and he actually raped me. I don't even remember. I'm honestly tell you, I can't. I'm like 61 now. I can't remember at that age that I actually said no, but I remember what he told me. He had like 2 I don't know what type of dogs they were. And I remember he said like, you know, like, because I think I remember I was like, I'm getting ready to leave, you know, walk out or whatever. I remember he told me he was going to let those dogs loose me or whatever. And so I willingly at that point allowed him to, you know, have sex with me or whatever. And then this guy, after he did that or whatever, he took me to school. And I remember going straight to his girlfriend, which was also a friend of mine. And I told her what we did, right? And I didn't press any charges on him. And at that time, I didn't realize that that was actually rape, because I thought also, well, I got in a car with him, right? And, you know, I was young, but the guy actually raped me. It was rape. I found out years later that he not only did that to me, but he did it to many people. So, you know, and then, you know, something happened to him years later, you know, as you reap what you sow. And I mean, many years later as an adult, you know, some he went to prison for rape, of course, but for something else. But I'm just saying that I believe, regardless of the young lady's action that she took, whether she was loose with herself or whatever, I do believe that the things that he did and the are the repercussions that other people had to go through, and like even the billing and he bringing up there, or you guys having meetings or everything, whatever her reason was that she succumbed to his request, even with her going in the car. You know, you guys' mind was so confused, and she is confused with love and whatever. You know, your mind is powerful. You know, it's weak, but it's strong. You know, and so I do believe that she was so manipulated and so confused. And yeah, she had opportunity to escape many times, but I'm not in her mind, and I'm, you know, so I believe that regardless of whether she's mad at him or not, that he really raped her. And I'm going to say one more thing, and you know, and I'm not saying anything because you feel the way that you feel. That's okay. But what I am going to say is, he was almost a murderer. You would feel differently because with your baby, you know, you loved what, or you were so gung-ho on the mission and you know, what your mind proceeded to be, what you wanted to be, that he almost caused you to lose your baby. You may have not looked at it like that, but had you lost your baby, he would have been a murderer. You could take accountability and you could have said, well, that was my decision to stay there. But I wouldn't say that, because I know you were confused during that time. You loved him. I'm not going to say maybe you loved him as a boyfriend. I don't know how you loved him, but not only you loved him, you loved the group, and you did not lose your baby, but you were a victim. You cannot feel that way. And you should take accountability. You know, we all have to take accountability for the actions that we took. I took a lot of I made a lot of wrong decisions that, you know, I can't think of, you know, what my mind is just racing right now. I can't think that got me to where I am today, and you know, like in marriage or whatever, being in bad relationships. But when you're in a bad place, you will make decisions that you shouldn't. You do things that you shouldn't do, but it doesn't mean that you're not a victim. You know, and yes, she left plenty of times, and you know, even with me looking at this stuff, and I'd be like, why people didn't? But you know what? I got a lot of whys in my life. But I am a victim of something, but I won't allow it to hold me down, because not only was I a victim, I became the victor. Like you became the victor over your situations, but you were a victim, Grace, whether you want to believe that or not, you really were. But thank God, things turned in your life. And I do love you, and I love the way that you can speak, but you know, and how you really can help people. But that girl is a victim. And I pray that she can take this to be a victor. And I'm not saying I wasn't in that room, so I don't know. And I know it to some people, and especially to women, and I hate that, because we're the first ones to say that nothing happened to her because you weren't in that. You weren't in that. You never was in that situation. But when that situation happened to you, and like I didn't, and I didn't realize that I was raped until many, many years, because it was like a friend. He was like, you know, a friend to everyone. But I was really raped. But she can become a victor. But right, she really is a victim. All of them are. And these people are young. This man know what he was doing. He has he easily persuade people. He's already persuaded their minds. He's changed their mind. And these people are confused, and they are victims of that situation. And this man is smart in that sense. He knows what he's doing.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
Welcome.
Did you want to respond to
Yeah, I just wanted her to share. And what was her name?
that? True Freedom.
True freedom. I appreciate you sharing your story and sharing what happened with you and sharing how you overcame it and share your perspective with how you see things. And I listened to you, and we can be to disagree, and both things can be true. There's no right and wrong. This is the thing. It's not on that side. Both things can be true. Okay. Both. That's what's crazy about this whole situation is that what I'm saying is true and what you're saying is true. But your situation and her situation is completely different. And the reason why women are standing up saying something, it is because we see right through. And until we start holding each other accountable for how we move, there will not be any change for us. We will continue to get we get. And you can call me a victim if you want to. People gonna call you whatever they want to, but you decide the last minute who you are. Don't matter what no one say. Okay? It's not about someone just getting great. It's not about that. She wasn't an innocent bystander walking down the street one day and then, oops, somebody. That is not what this is. There's a reason why we are able to see what is happening. As women, we have to start taking responsibility for how we move. We continue to say that we are the prize and we acting like trash. There is consequences for what we say and what we choose to represent. You cannot call yourself a queen and call yourself a goddess and you acting like a whore. There is consequences when you play with the name of God. And when you call yourself a leader, you are the representation and misleading women and letting women think that they can just move however they want to move and do whatever they want to do and hop on whatever sticks up. And there is no consequence to that. There is consequences to everything that we do in life. And as women, we do not get no pass. If you want to be treated a certain way, you better start acting a certain way. And the only reason why I'm speaking this is because I'm a woman. I did that. I've been through all of that. How many men, how many babies you gonna have? How many men you gonna sleep with until you realize you're the problem? Because, ma'am, true freedom, I get what you're saying. And what Jenae went through, you would think that would have been enough for her to sit her ass down and think about what happened to her. But what did she do? She ended up going chasing after that man. When is it going to stop? When you realize you are a problem for the results in your life. We can blame Nature Boy. We can do it. Please lock that man up and throw away the key. His purpose has now in our lives. And I refuse to talk down to anyone when I see your power, and I'm going to hold you to it. Whatever you affirm about yourself, the life will confirm it. And everybody's spiritual. Everybody talking about spiritual and having their little goddess outfits on and crystals, and the men talk about hotel, but they're God. We're all God. We was preaching, we're all God. I'm God, you God. And so your life made you confirm who you are. This is what it was all about. Everything is all good. You spiritual until spirituality comes up to your ass. Everybody righteous until the opportunities come to make you righteous. We can say whatever we want to say, but life will confirm it by your actions. And I don't want to mislead women. No, you cannot go out here, women, do what you want to do and say what you want to say.
Somebody's saying that's shaming.
Well, so what? You can call it whatever you want to call it. If you're going to act like a slut, then you're going to be called one.
I don't understand. Are they saying that you should be able to do however you want and not expect that there's a certain
Y'all,
response?
this isn't what I'm saying. This is the unilaw. You can't get away with nothing. Whatever you put out, you're gonna get back. This ain't me. This ain't grace. This is universal law. How many y'all in here say that you're spiritual or religious? It don't matter what you say. It's about you apply your life.
So y'all hear what she's saying, right? All right, and she's gonna go on to say that lady should not have gotten in that car. Right. Nature Boy had both fufu. Mm-hmm. Contact Jenae. Yeah. On camera. On camera. I was gonna get out of here, but let's continue to have this play because I want y'all to hear her. Then I want y'all to go back and hear it for yourselves. Like, what's up, Treehouse? Passport R, you something else, boy. Um, yeah, let's listen to her trifling ass.
It's not about what I'm saying. It is about what the truth is. You get back what you put out. And whether or not, you did something in your past life, you're going to pay for it in this life. We all got what we deserved.
Yeah, like
all of us.
You can't only believe karma when somebody does something to you.
Yes.
You got to believe in karma when shit is to you too. When your life is going the way it's going, like that's your karma too. And it's like it's easy for people to point out like, well, their karma is coming to them for what they did to me, but they don't realize like, no, that happened to you because that was your karma too. It goes both ways.
See, I'm trying to have a spiritual conversation. This is how this all started, right? We all going back to nature, want to understand who we are. We all realizing that we're God. What do y'all think this was going to be? See, that's what you get when you're playing with the name of God. When you playing church, when you're pretending to be something that you're not, it's going to catch up to you. Everybody come on and talk about, I didn't really want to do it. No, that's what you.
Y'all ever heard that story of her having problems since she was 3 years old before? Has she ever said this before? Because I never heard this before. And I stayed watching with my nosy ass. What's up, Anna Jones? I swear she just made that up because she knows damn well why her ass was stinking. And it was because she was jumping on Nature Boy's thing-a-ling-a-ling. Everybody who jumped on his shit was oozing and oozing. Yeah, she's annoying. Like, I just want to know. Y'all leave your comments in the chat, or when this video is over in the script, not description. You know what I mean, in the comment section. Has she ever told that story before? Because to me, that's the first time I'm hearing it. Oh, since I was 3, I don't remember that. I don't remember her ever saying that. I believe she got caught up over there sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry because Nature Boy was making her do so, and her stuff been bad ever since. When is Remo going to answer for being one of the ones to move Mama Dia's body? I think he told that story again, but I'm not sure. I don't be checking for them, but I'm gonna start because they talking a lot now. And he really needs to be in that courtroom for Mama Dia, right? They need to add that on. They were sick before they got there. You said they were sick? Oh, Serenity. All that mixing, mixing and matching. She only said she had the stench of death right before she got to the cult. All right, because she was obviously doing something before she got, you know what I'm saying? Because they had some form of STD. I could believe it. Not sure, but she's a mess. It's
you get for pretending.
All right, Jamari.
Hey, how are y'all doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to say one thing. First thing is what you guys went through. Look, you guys came together. You know what I mean? There was a purpose for everything that y'all went through. Like you say, you were searching for realness, and you found realness. You guys both found each other, and like you really found freedom. You're not playing a victim. Like you say, you're not free. If you're a victim, you can't be free. Two don't go together because, like you say, you are the higher.
Say that again. Say that again.
You are the higher. You cannot be free if you're a victim. It's just impossible. Like you got God, so. You know what I mean? You're higher selves and you're figuring it out. Like you got to make the most sense out of anybody that's talked. People don't want to agree with you, think you're brainwashed, but that's the problem. Brainwashed. You know what I mean? That's why you guys are seeking truth and trying to go to nature.
Yeah, I can't listen to no more of this Nimrod shit. Y'all go over there. We ended at the hour 20-minute 5-second mark. And it's 2 hours long. And she just, she just keeps being the trash that she I don't know, because she speaks sense, and then on the other hand it's like, what? There's no right and wrong. That's that nature boy shit. There is right and wrong, bitch. um she's gonna continue to blame home girl for getting in the car, and it's like, I don't get it. But anyway, all right. So y'all know Nature Boy was trying to slow the courts down. He had he went live. He went to live. I think I uploaded that. Let me see. Anyway, I'm coming back with a whole new one of those because it's a 5-minute video. I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna give my thoughts, okay? And I'll be right back.